Hello, and greetings to all you Ifiddle subscribers out there. I'm Tom Morley. I'm a professional violinist, fiddler, teacher, and the author of the book Learn to Play Irish Trad Fiddle. And this is going to be the first of a series of video lessons for you fiddlers out there who are interested in learning to play Irish traditional fiddle. I'm going to show you over the next months a variety of tunes in all the different styles that are available to the fiddler in Irish traditional music. There's quite a few, and that's one of the neatest things I think about Irish traditional tunes is while in many genres, American fiddling and other styles, you often just have breakdowns or reels, which are in 4/4 time, 1, 2, 3, 4, or waltzes, the popular tunes in 3/4 time, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. But in Irish traditional music, you have a wide range of tunes. You've got jigs, reels, hornpipes, slides, polkas, marches. There's a vast number of great tunes, and every one sounds different and has a different style to it. So it'll take quite a while for us to exhaust the kind of tunes that we can play in these video lessons. What I've picked for our first lesson is kind of the quintessential Irish tune, the most recognizable tune that you can think of that would come from Ireland, and that's a jig. And what makes it so unique and recognizable is the time that's involved. It's in 6/8 time, and so you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like this. As soon as you play a tune with that unique time signature, most folks immediately start thinking of Irish. So the tune we're going to learn is called the Lilting Banshee. It's one of my favorite tunes. It's in a unique melancholy key, A minor Dorian. That's a key signature where you have a G major scale, but you play it from A to A. In other words, it's but played This helps give the tune a melancholy feel, which is another real hallmark of the Irish fiddle tunes. Well, what I'm going to do, I'm going to play the Lilting Banshee up to speed so you can hear what the tune really sounds like. Then we're going to slow it down. I'm going to play it a whole lot slower, and then we'll even take it apart piece by piece so you can learn each section, and I'll give you some helpful hints along the way. Don't forget to read the printed material in Ifiddle Magazine that goes along with this video to learn a little more and dig a little deeper into the tune. So here we go, the Lilting Banshee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now don't get intimidated by the tune. I know there's lots of notes in it, but that's the way fiddle tunes are, of course. In the world of jigs, oftentimes they're pretty notey, and there's kind of a new note for every beat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're going to get a new set of notes. But there's repetitive bits, and of course, like many fiddle tunes, jigs are 8 measures of a melody for an A section, and then you repeat that. Then there's a new melody. The B section, that's 8 measures long, you repeat that as well. In the Lilting Banshee, there's parts that repeat within those parts as well, and the last 2 measures of each section are exactly the same. So once you've got those measures down under your fingers, then you're going to revisit those and do them again. Another thing is in Irish fiddling, usually the tune starts lower on your instrument. Usually the melody is on your D and A strings for the A section. Then you kind of jump up and the B section gets a little more exciting and you're playing on the A and E strings, and you'll see that that's also the case. So when you put all those things together, it really helps to get the tune going pretty quickly. Let's go over the notes you're going to need for this tune. I showed you the A minor Dorian scale, but we don't even use all those notes in this tune. You're actually going to use the first and third finger on your D string, the first and third finger on your A string. You're never even going to need your second finger, either high or low. Then you're going to have all the notes on the E string, including open E, first finger F sharp, low second finger G, and third finger A. The notes in this tune, all in a row, up and down, sound like this. I'm going to start on first finger on the D string. So it's 1, 3, open A, 1, 3, open E, 1, 2, 3. Let me do that one more time for you, and you might even want to try playing along. So if you set up your fingers and think of the notes you're going to need, whether you're learning this tune from the music, which will be provided, on my article, or by ear, that's going to help you a lot. So here we go, a slow version of the Lilting Banshee, and watch my fingers. We'll have the camera come in a little closer so you can really pay attention to them as I play it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Repeat it. That's the A section. B section starts on open E. Repeat that section. There's a good slow version of it. You'll see there's lots of open strings. It makes it kind of fun. Each section is quite unique and has repetitive bits that once you get them under your fingers, you're going to have no trouble. That beginning. First, open, open, first, open, open. And then a little farther in, you go. That's the same notes, E, A, A, E, A, A. This time, however, the E, instead of being the low E, is the open E. Makes it a lot of fun there. The B section, that melody travels down your violin, but now once you think of the notes that comprise the tune to begin with, that shouldn't be much trouble, and that little bit repeats several times over. So let's listen to that B section again. So once you start putting those pieces together, I don't think you're going to have any trouble at all learning the Lilting Banshee as your first Irish jig. I'm doing a couple very neat things to help make the tune sound good. I think there's no doubt that you can go online these days and go to any number of websites and find thousands of Irish fiddle tunes and other kind of fiddle tunes free for the printing to try on your own. The problem, of course, with the Irish fiddle tunes in particular is that the notes are there, but no extra markings to help the fiddle player sound like a good Irish fiddle player. Those tunes are there for all the instrumentalists to use, so the notes are there for the fiddle or a flute or a whistle or uilleann pipes or a concertina or an accordion or a guitar or mandolin. So if you download music from online somewhere, even the Lilting Banshee, you might pick it up and try it and you'll sound like this. There, I just did the first section again, but it sure doesn't sound like I played it earlier and have any Irish feel to it and sound authentic. That's because I'm using some very neat bowing, moving my bow a whole lot more for some notes and less for others, and then adding some slurs. That great jig rhythm comes out very nicely if you make a fast, long bow for the first count, then 2 shorties, and then a fast one again and 2 short bows. So then you, instead of going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with your bow, you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you can really hear the little clusters of 3 notes at a time in 6/8 time that make these tunes sound danceable. So instead of going, you do this. See how my bow's doing a little dance there. 1 long bow, 2 short ones, a long one, and 2 short ones. And it comes out. You can literally hear my bow say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's what makes a tune sound danceable in 6/8 time. The other thing I'm doing is using some slurs. An easy set of slurs to use in 6/8 time is kind of a mix and match. Since the notes come in clusters of 3, you can do 3 separates and then maybe 3 slurred. When you look at the printed music in this issue of the magazine, you'll see that I have a very specific set of slurs that way. But you can do, once you know the tune, you can do it however you'd like. But you'll notice that I go. That was 3 separate and then 3 slurred, 3 separate, 3 slurred. So that helps send a much neater sound to that melody. Then there's one other very unique slur in 6/8 time that Irish fiddle players use, and that's called the 6/1 slur. This slur takes the very last note from one measure, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and slurs it over the bar line to the first note of the next measure. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. And that sets up a really neat sound as well. Watch me do it in the very second measure of the tune. Here it comes. And again. I hope you could see that happening, and it goes da. It has a really neat sound. You can even kind of push your bow halfway through the slur, something no classical violinist would do, accent a note within a slur, but that will help give you another layer of authentic Irish sound when you play this jig. Well, I hope you've liked all the suggestions I've given you. Once again, check my written article on the subject, and I hope you have fun learning the Lilting Banshee. We'll be visiting in months to come, and I'll show you other quintessential Irish dance tunes. But one more time, we're going to play it kind of up to speed, and I'll leave you with a great version of your first Irish jig, the Lilting Banshee. Thanks again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.